Welcome and welcome back. I'm Martin and today we talk about ProjectSAM, 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 ProjectSAM. Yes, again ProjectSAM, and they just released Lineage, the successor to True Strike, an incredible orchestral percussion library with completely new recordings, an XY stage where you can drag around the instruments, and their adaptive sync technology, so you have all the rolls time synced. I suggest we quickly listen to a very short track that I wrote and then we talk about the library. ProjectSAM does have a very special place in my heart, and not only because Orchestral Essentials 1 and 2 have been the very first libraries that I ever bought. No, I do love the sound and I do love the fact that they keep their libraries alive. Symphobias came out in 2008 and only 2 or 3 years ago they updated it to the second version. The same goes for Symphobias 2, Symphobias 3, Lumina. Orchestral Essentials 1 and 2 have been updated. And now, yes, there is Lineage, the successor to True Strike. And I don't think I have to lose a lot of words about True Strike. What's pretty cool about Lineage and all the updates that they made over the last years is that they brought their adaptive sync technology into all of their libraries. This means swells, risers, rolls, whatsoever, you can get them time synced. If you're in this game long enough, then you might remember that we had pre-recorded cymbal rolls, for example, then we were dragging that region within the project. As long as you finally hit the spot. Now you can easily just use adaptive sync and choose for how many bars or to the downbeat or how many seconds this roll or swell or whatever should last. That's pretty cool. I suggest we go quickly through the track that I wrote, just a very quick playthrough, and then we dive into Lineage. So I used from Pandora just some pulses just to show you what was going on. And even there, you see time synced. Then I had from the Orchestral Essentials 1 some string, staccati. And then I had from Symphobias 1 just some full orchestral hits. And here at the beginning, even from Pandora, some bending notes, I love them, and some horn rips. So this is Pandora, and even those are time synced to downbeat. Yeah, I'm a big fan of ProjectSAM, but even if you follow the channel long enough, I guess you know by now. So if we take Lineage now, then if I should go through all the instruments and through all the tech specs and through the kit builders and through the kits and everything, this video might be long, even 90 minutes, but I would like to keep it short. If you open up Lineage, which runs even obviously in the free contact player, then you see you do have the instruments and the list is long. You do have the kits, even this quite a long list, and then there are the builders, and with the builders we will do something pretty cool at the end of this video. So let's just listen to some of them and have a look at the interface and how it works. So let's start with the suspended cymbals. At the beginning I just had some of the bowed sounds, I think even some scrapes, and then there came the first roll on spot. I switch on the metronome. You see, on the downbeat. That's amazing. You can choose on most of the instruments how the percussion instrument was hit, if with soft mallets or with hard mallets or with drumsticks or with brush, and then obviously the sound changes. There are up to 10 round robins. I couldn't find any information how many dynamic layers there are, but from my first playthrough and from my first tests there must be plenty, because there are really not only volume changes, even the sound changes a lot as you hit the keys harder. Then I used some anvils, for example. And with those, I would like to show you another nice feature. So for the anvils, you know, you can choose even here the drumsticks or the hard mallets. And in every preset, there's always the pre-mixed microphone position where you can drag the instrument to the left or to the right. You can see, but if you would like to have them even more in the behind or more in the front, you can simply drag them to the behind, and then you see the performance here changes to the XY stage. This is something that you might know even from Damage 2, and then you can set the instrument even far behind. Just to show you a little bit, and this with the stage is pretty cool. Just to notice, look at the used RAM for this instrument. For example, it's 6 megabyte. If you go with the pre-mixed version, as soon as you switch on the stage, it nearly triples. We will have a look at this even with the Timpani then. Just be aware of that. And then there's even the custom mix where you do have the 3 different microphones that you can mix. There's the mapping, where you can say for every instrument where it should be. This becomes pretty handy in the builder. And then there are the overall settings. This is how the library works. And you can see there's even a second keyboard, which is the keyboard within the library, which is handy if you work with the builder and you have your very own mapping. You can see here what's going on. Then you have a gain and a pitch. And the dynamics, even this is pretty nice. You can choose if you would like to have the dynamics with velocity, a breath controller, or the mod wheel. Then there is the celeste, because in Lineage you don't only find untuned instruments, you find even tuned percussion, and there is pretty much. There is the celeste, for example. And the tuned instruments, they are pretty cool if you would like to underline what is going on with the instruments of your orchestra. So in the second part, for example, I had the marimba, I had the tubular bells, I had the vibraphone, just accompanying You see, I just had them accompanying what the orchestra was playing. Pretty nice. I like it a lot. Then, yeah, there are the crotales, there are the finger snaps, there's the glockenspiel. Even the glockenspiel is beautiful. So in this case, I used the up and down, but you could use only down or only up. They thought about many things. Then the Gran Casa, yes, pretty cool, the Gran Casa, because I started even here the track with some of the effects that they recorded with that instrument. Then some hits with the hard mallet and the rolls, time synced to the downbeat. So how does the adaptive sync work? Let's do this quickly. I will switch on because Logic needs to be running, or your DAW needs to be running to do this. I have a roll now to the downbeat. So 2, 3, 4. You see, you can say even, yeah, to the downbeat plus 1 bar. for example. Or you could say how many beats this should be or how many seconds. Obviously, if the tempo of your project changes, then even those effects, they change with time. Let's quickly make another example just to show you how cool this adaptive sync works. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You see? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it simply works. It does since Pandora. So this technology is pretty approved. Then what else is going on? The Mark III, the Piatti, the Rototom. There's, yeah, if we have a look at the instruments, you know, Anvil 2, 1, 2. And then there's something pretty interesting. If they sampled of the very same instrument different types, then you have 1, 2, or a set, or like in the cowbells. And you can never have enough cowbells. You do have cowbell 1, 2, 3, 4, or the set where they are all combined in one set, just laid out on the keyboard. Then there is crotales, eggshaker, finger snaps, glockenspiel, gran cassa, piatti, rototom, snares, single snare, snare ensemble, tempo block. There is everything that really your heart can desire. Let's listen to those piatti. Just some effects where they're needed. Yeah, piatti. Then the snare, for example, you know, a snare roll, some single hits, a roll, single hits. And then as everything got bigger, I was switching from the single snare to the snare ensemble. Even this one sounds pretty cool and very interesting. Even they recorded Lineage in the very same scoring stage where they recorded the whole Symphobias series, so they match just like this. Big thumbs up for ProjectSAM. Timpani. Let's look at the timpani because even this might be interesting for you. Just look at the piano roll. There are down there these red short notes, and those are my key switches. So it starts, you see, with time synced rolls, and at the end I key switch 2 hits with the hard mallet. So let's stay a little bit with the timpani. So you do have the timpani. You can choose here hard mallet, soft mallet. Just to show you tremolo, and tremolo is interesting because on the mod wheel you do have the dynamics. There are even the effects with the timpani. And then, yeah, the rolls, where you can choose if you would like to have them ring or dampened. The same goes for the cymbals. Even there you can always choose if you would like to have them ring out or if you would like to have them dampened. So I hope you're meanwhile getting an idea how complex Lineage is and how many things you find in there. By the way, this is the Pro version, and my friends over at ProjectSAM have been so nice to hand out an NFR copy to me so I could test drive it. But there's even a core version, which is just a little bit downsized in instruments and everything. There isn't even the XY stage, if I'm informed well, on the core version. And Lineage Percussion in the full version takes 55 gigabytes on your hard drive, so consider even this. And let's look quickly at the timpani, what I told even before. I worked here only with the performance. I wanted to have the timpanis on the right, and it's taking 0.8 gigabyte of RAM. If I switch on the stage, look at this, how it goes up. Which is pretty normal because, you know, all the round robins and all the dynamic layers now, with all these recordings all over the stage. Now it's nearly 3 gigabytes. So yeah, it nearly went by 4 from the RAM size. So think about if you I mean, it's a pretty cool feature. Just think about if you need every instrument on the stage or only some of them. You know, I with this one worked only with the pre-mixed and it worked fine. Then there's the tom-tom. I loved the sound of the tom-toms, to be honest. And yeah, there isn't any external effect, you know, no external reverb, everything. And you can hear, I guess, how dry this library is, which even makes it so perfect to blend in everything, because you can always add a delay or a room sound or whatever. You can take it off a sample. Then, yes, the tubular bells, we already went through them. And then let's have quickly a look at the kits. You know, there are basic orchestral, big drum ensemble, GM drum ensemble, hits and rolls, Independence kit. Yeah, Independence kit. Let's load this one. Flame. Rimshot. Tremolo. And the tremolo, you can see dynamics is on velocity. I here go on the mod wheel. And then rolls. So this is the Independence kit, snares on or snares off. Yeah. Save no. Basic orchestral kit, just to show you some of them. Here the dynamics, if you put them on the mod wheel. And what's pretty cool, you know, I changed the dynamics now for this roll, for this tremolo, to mod wheel, but the others, this one for example is on beats. The others remained on where they have been, in this case on velocity, because, you know, for a hit like this, for example, the mod wheel for the dynamics wouldn't make that much sense. As I said at the beginning, let's do something pretty cool with the kit builder. I will use the kit builder now, and you do have in there a preview function. So let's go for suspended cymbal 1. I click there, I have it here, and then you can see I do have on the mapping on A3 the lettering roll. I will set this to the left and I will make here to the downbeat, and that's it. Then I add another instrument. For example, here from the drums we take the Gran Casa. This one. It's up there. So here I can have a look. I put this one in the middle. On the mapping I have the lettering on A5. I press 2 keys, I have them separated, but I could here go on this one and then just say, hey, I would like to have this on the same A3. There you go. And then if I would like to add quickly a third instrument, snare drum ensemble, this one. Yeah, it's up there, but I know how it works, so I go here to the roll from A7, I bring it down to A3, just quickly, there it is, and there it is, you know, on one key. The snare drum, I bring it to the right, this one in the middle, and now I have this time sync. Let's do this quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, I hope I could show you that Lineage really has a lot to offer. There is a lot of stuff going on. You can choose many things. Yeah, maybe it's not groundbreaking, it's orchestral percussion, but there went a lot of love into this. There went a lot of technology into this. I mean, they completely recorded all those instruments new. They have the adaptive sync function. You have an XY stage now. I think there isn't much left that you could wish for. And here's a bonus tip. Go to the website of ProjectSAM or on the YouTube channel of ProjectSAM and look for their scoring tutorials. They have, I think, 30 amazing scoring tutorials with their libraries where they show you various genres and how you can score them with their libraries track by track, and you can download even the Logic or MIDI files to recreate everything. And I think that's it from my side for today. Make good music always. See you in the next video or in the next live stream. Bye bye.